Good morning. I'm going to try to speak over the machinery back there. They won't shut it down for me. So, my name is Chris Borton. I'm the chair of the Board of Trustees here at Misericordia University. And then on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Misericordia, I'm honored to both welcome you today to today's ceremony and to extend my deepest thanks for taking your time during your midweek activities to join us. Our program will be modest in length, but rich in importance and relevant to the writings of the most recent chapter in the history of our 95-year-old university. It's not every day that we gather at a building site for the sole purpose of penning our names to a steel construction beam. Because of the uniqueness of this particular activity and what it symbolically represents, you understand today isn't just any ordinary day, and it isn't your typical beam. This girder that we are assigning is the final beam to be placed in our new and soon-to-be renovated science building. It represents another milestone reached, another box checked in the journey that will conclude in the summer of 2021 with the unveiling of the Frank M. and Dorothea Henry Science Center. It seems like only yesterday that my fellow trustees and I approved the most ambitious and consequential construction project ever to occur on this campus. Our approval was validation of the exceptional teaching, learning that occurs within our classrooms, clinics, laboratories, and other settings on this campus. It was a confirmation of our belief that when, not if, we build it, students will come and excel. Last, but not certainly least, it was an affirmation of our faith that the benevolence of our many benefactors will reach new levels of generosity. Mary Irwine and Sandy Insulaco, our campaign co-chairs, will speak momentarily. But before concluding with my remarks, let me convey my appreciation to the administration, the faculty, and staff of the university. Without each one of those constituents, this would not have happened. I continue to be impressed by your dedication and commitment to make Misericordia the best she can be. To our students, I'm excited for the new Henry Science Center and what it will mean to you. Until its opening, continue to chase academic excellence, and thank you for choosing Misericordia University. Now, Mary Irwine, the Now for Tomorrow campaign co-chair, two-time Misericordia graduate, and esteemed colleague of mine on the Board of Trustees, will offer her remarks. Mary?
Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Isn't today just wonderful? It just means so much today, and it's dear to my heart being a nurse. So thank you, Chris, and welcome to all of you. When I was first approached to co-chair the Now for Tomorrow campaign, along with Sandy and Sulaco, my immediate reaction wasn't, why shouldn't I do that? I immediately saw it as an opportunity. It was the best thing ever. And have the best co-chair, we knew it would be a success from the beginning. I really hadn't given much thought to the fact that we had recently undertaken and successfully completed 2 major campaigns within the last 10 years. Nor did I give any consideration to the reality that this campaign was a fundraising goal of $30 million, which would be the most ambitious ever. But now, know this. When you have someone as capable as Sandy at your side, we're already halfway home. Add in the fundraising experience of President Tom Boatsman, our campaign volunteers, the university advancement staff, You have a team that is going to work hard and long to get the job done. And thus far, we have, as the groundbreaking in April and today's ceremony attest to that. But we have not done it alone. The generosity of the late Mr. Frank Henry launched a wave of fundraising momentum that hasn't stopped or slowed. Just recently, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania committed $2.2 million toward this project. I'm sorry, we have these little bees up here. Members of our Northeast legislative delegation advocated on behalf of our university on multiple occasions, and we are extremely grateful for their efforts and diligence. Our many trustees, friends, corporate foundation, and alumni benefactors, along with the financial commitment made by members of our faculty and staff, collectively brought the once seemingly impossible task of raising $3 million within our reach. These are the quiet heroes of our campaign, most of whom are recognized only by name. It is because of their generosity that dreams become realities, and ceremonies such as the beam signing are made possible. Thank you all so much for joining us today. It is now my pleasure to turn to the mic over to the best fellow campaign chair and my dear friend Sandy Insulaco.
I just want you to know I took this job only because Mary was co-chair. I asked that question before I said yes, and it was a pleasure working with Mary. Thank you very much, Mary. Appreciate the kind words. And hello to each and every one of you. It seems whenever I come to the campus, it's to participate in a groundbreaking ceremony, a beam signing, or a gala where we recognize our benefactors for their generous giving, along with other unique individuals who have made an indelible impression on Misericordia University. And that's a good thing, a very good thing. In fact, to me, it means our university is thriving and alive. It means our faculty is working closely and effectively with our students to foster the skills and knowledge needed for today's careers. Because of that, more aspire to attend our now nationally recognized university. Many of these same students will remain in the surrounding area following graduation to serve in a number of critical capacities and contribute to the quality of life in our communities. It means our benefactors are taking notice, and we are pleased with the results. That's philanthropy in action. It's a message we are proud to share whenever we approach someone for support. Philanthropy is an investment in the innumerable contributions by our students, the students have made. And will continue to make following graduation as skilled professionals is proof positive of our investment. As a trustee emeritus, I am honored to share Misericordia story and message about how transformational this campaign can and must be. But the narrative isn't completely written just yet. We still have work to do and other fundraising thresholds to achieve. Nonetheless, special thanks must be offered to all those whose remarkable commitments of time and talent are bringing life to the Frank and Dorothea Henry Service Center, a 21st century facility that will embody superior teaching, learning, and research. I am privileged to co-chair this important campaign and remain honored to serve Misericordia and all it represents. This time we'll introduce our president, President Tom Boatsman.
Thank you. This is an exciting day. It was just a few short weeks ago that the first steel beam arrived on campus, and today we are already installing the last one. The Frank M. and Dorothea Henry Science Center is no longer just a dream. If you haven't yet signed the beam, be sure to do so and be part of history in the making. For each and every person who's made the building possible, we are thankful. It's been years in the planning, and many faculty and staff have been beyond patient. I'm confident your patience is going to pay off as the new Henry Science Center promises opportunity to students and faculty beyond what we can even imagine. Let me share with you that every donor to every effort makes a difference. We say that often, and we mean it. Belief in the mission, backed up with the support to the level capable, makes dreams come true. And sometimes the most meaningful support comes from those with the most limited means. There are occasions, however, when organizations need a phenomenal boost in order to make something incredible happen. That was the case when we built the Mary Kintz Bevavino Library, the Marlene and Sandy and Sulaco Hall, when we renovated the John J. Passon Hall, and when we built the John and Mary Metz Field House. For Misericordia's largest campaign ever, a campaign almost double the size of any previous effort, we knew we needed a campaign boost beyond any other. And one person in particular came through for us. Our community friend, Frank Henry, came forward at the start of the campaign with a leadership gift unlike any other Misericordia had seen along with the challenge. And to paraphrase, or to quote, "This is a big one for Misericordia. I know you need my help. Please use my gift to challenge others." And in doing that, Frank knew what we would do that, and I know all of us are doing our best every day to be sure we are meeting his expectation. Certainly I want to thank Sandy and Mary in particular, who have both given to support facilities on this campus, but have stepped up again to make sure that this could happen one more time in a big way. We're especially honored today to have Frank and Dottie's daughter, Marjorie Marquardt, a Misericordia alum and member of our Board of Trustees, here with us today. I ask Marjorie to come forward and share her thoughts on this momentous day. Welcome, Marjorie. All right, speak loud.
Loud? Okay. Welcome. I'm honored to be here on behalf of my parents. I don't know if you picked up on it when Sandy was talking. He said the Henry Service Center. It was perfect because my parents were all about service to their community, service to others. And how appropriate during Mercy Week. I mean, maybe I just heard service, but it embodies what my parents were all about. That's why this is here. That's why my father made the gift. He believed in giving to others. And that's what this new science building is going to do. It's going to help so many students, so many staff, the community, everyone. And I am honored to be here. And my father would probably be saying right now, okay, that's enough. It's all about the people who will use the building and will get benefit from the building. His name is on it and my mother's, but it's for everyone. And I thank anyone who gave $1 to whatever amount, who gives their time to Misericordia. All of us together serve together. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Dr. David Ream, the Vice President of Academic Affairs.
So much. It's great to see you again. Thank you, Marjorie, for your remarks. All of us at Misericordia are deeply appreciative of everything that you and your family have done and continue to do on behalf of the university. It's important to realize that during the 4 years as undergraduates at Misericordia, every student walks through the halls of our science building. And thus, beginning in fall of 2020, every undergraduate will work in and experience the excellence of the Frank M. and Dorothea Henry Science Center. This is true not only for biology and chemistry majors, one of whom you'll hear from in a moment, not only for any students in the health sciences, but all of our students. Unlike many peer institutions, Misericordia still believes in the value of a liberal arts education, broadly considered. We want students to be taking courses in philosophy, religion, literature, history, fine arts, and science, so that they may be introduced to the expansiveness of the world in which we live, and so that they may begin to work with and appreciate methods of inquiry and a variety of disciplines. Employers want students who can read, write, and especially think. Education in the sciences allows students to develop an appreciation for the natural world and how it functions, and it also helps students to develop the problem-solving, reasoning, and critical thinking skills that are absolutely necessary in today's world. With the construction of the Henry Science Center, Misericordia will be positioned all the more strongly to provide excellence in educational opportunity for all of our students. Beyond this, of course, the new Henry Science Center will provide a venue for state-of-the-art teaching and classroom work with dynamic, interactive classrooms. It will provide significantly more laboratory space for students and faculty to engage in research as co-inquirers. Increased opportunities for such collaborative student-to-student and faculty-to-student interaction will allow Misericordia to strengthen a hallmark feature of our students' experiences and will thereby allow us to distinguish ourselves from others. For these reasons, all of us who will reside at and work in the Frank M. and Dorothea Henry Science Center are deeply appreciative to all of those, many of you who are here, who have made this building a reality. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Ricky Averill, class of 2020, a chemistry major with a minor in mathematics, to say a few comments on behalf of our students. Thank you. Ricky.
Thank you. Throughout my 3 years thus far at Misericordia, as a chemistry major, I've seen a plethora of positive changes on this campus. The new Frank M. and Dorothea Henry Science Center is sure to have a monumental impact on both students and faculty alike. As a chemistry major, I've had my fair share of time spent in the lab, both performing research and executing labs for class. At times, I've experienced conflict due to the lack of space in the current setting. Research times must be heavily adjusted to minimize interruption of class time. In addition, there is no separate space for upper-level chemistry courses to carry out their experiments. Both of these issues will surely be fixed with the new Science Center. Certain lab rooms will be designated specifically for faculty-student research space, with each faculty member having room to carry out their best work and get the most out of their students. One of the most intriguing parts of being in the STEM field is that it will never quite be the same over time. Even from 5 years ago, several techniques and hypotheses from every field of science have been either changed, improved upon, or just replaced by newer, simpler, or more precise methods. The new Science Center is ensuring that this university has the most up-to-date and industry-relevant equipment and technology that there is to offer. I've only heard of a few of the instruments that will be added or replaced in the new building, but even these few changes are enough to revolutionize the way that classes will be taught in the future. I already feel incredibly prepared to either further my education or enter the workforce with the education and wisdom I received from the staff here at Misericordia. But this new building will make it even easier for faculty to prepare the students for careers in biology, chemistry, physics, and in engineering, the medical field, or any other career students under their tutelage choose to pursue. On behalf of the entire student body, I would like to thank everyone that had a part in making this new science building a reality. But specifically, I would like to thank the Board of Trustees, the campaign co-chairs, the science faculty and staff, and especially Frank Henry for the leadership gift and all the donors who are making this building possible. Speaking next will be Kit Foley and Anna Fedor, who will provide the blessing of the beam. Thank you.
Good morning. Misericordia opened its doors 95 years ago yesterday. How appropriate during Mercy Week that we bless this building as a visual reminder that the sisters of yesterday and the Misericordia of today will continue to serve the needs of our community. Let us pray. This is a day of great celebration, of new beginnings and wonder. God of mercy, you call us to this particular time in our history.
Like Catherine McCauley, your spirit is alive within us. We share a new vision, and we stand ready to embrace the new knowledge and experiences this Frank M. and Dorothea Henry Science Center will bring to our university and our community.
Bless those whose vision has brought us to this moment. Those who honed plans and laid a firm foundation for this building, and those who spent countless hours planning and designing this wondrous space.
Bless our donors, especially the Henry family. Without their generosity, we would not be standing here today.
Bless those who will construct this building with safety and strength. Bless those who will fill this room with technology and equipment.
Bless the faculty who will engage our students in learning in this new building.
You call us now to share our gifts, to work as one. Through the power of your Spirit, we recognize our call to further the mission of Mercy education in our world today.
May we walk this path to our future with a spirit of courage, confident in the knowledge and understanding of the mission we proclaim.
It is in the spirit of Catherine McCauley that we find courage to strengthen the heart of Mercy education. It is through one another that we find hope in creating our future together. Glory be to you, God, now and forever. Amen. Now we ask you to stay for photos. We want to make sure to remember this important day for years to come.